Speaking of that platform, um, who knows what's going to happen to that platform after Elon Musk is done with the fire sale that is becoming Twitter. We should probably give our Instagram handles right now, just in case we have to bail and everyone can find us.
You know what? I've actually put. You and I talked about this a couple. Was it yesterday? Oh, excuse me.
Might have been.
It's a hell of a burp. Was it yesterday or the day before?
It was the day before, actually.
And so, he says, basically that everybody can have a check. Yeah, that's
a check mark. Yeah, a verification check mark. What the fuck? What the heck? I mean,
so I want to be real Elon Musk, and I want a check mark.
Brilliant.
That's what I want. I'm gonna change mine to real Elon Musk, and I want a check mark. And why can't I have one?
Well, it seems like you can now because you just have to pay for it, right? Well, listen,
and you know what? Right now, like I just saw an ad where some girl was telling me that I'm trying to get situated here. Spinal issues.
Moving it to the left.
Yeah. I mean, I got my junk's off. I mean, I don't have underwear on, so I'm getting that whole like junk movement thing.
Sticking to the leg, and the good thing you have your Manscaped ball deodorant going on too, though, and your toner.
I mean, I'm toned.
Yeah,
I'm toned. But anyway, she was talking about this girl's on, I don't know what medium it was, but she's saying that she now can get Netflix for $6.95 for the ad version. I'm thinking, if you're get the ad version for $6.95 for Netflix, and I'm paying $8 for a check,
right?
Like, why am I like? You got like. I have to see what I'm getting for $8.
Nothing.
Because, I know that I know I'm not going to Mars. Okay. I think Teslas are ugly as fuck. So I know I'm not buying one of those. And so far, I don't see. Well, I guess no policy is going to be the policy until there is policy, because there is no policy right now, and it seems like anarchy. It's. I always think that if you're gonna like rewrite the Constitution, while you do it, just have a national purge. Just let everything go, because I think they only made 5 of those. We can make 6 or 7 of those, can't we?
I don't remember if I talked about it here or not, but I read an article that talked about nations' constitutions or their articles of law, and the average amount of time that each one has lasted before having to be redrawn, 17 years. 17 years. But I digress from Twitter. The Instagram, the Twitter checkmark, okay, the Twitter verification was supposed to be a vetting to prevent anybody up to shenanigans posing as somebody else, posing as an authority, not just a celebrity, but a department in government. That checkmark was an assurance for the reader that there was some authentication. You can't sell authentication.
No.
You can't sell the results of a DNA test. So, let's see. Twitter's currently, I saw this. Lords and Peasants system for who doesn't have a blue check is bullshit. Power to the people. Blue for $8 a month. He missed the entire point of this.
Yes,
it's not a gatekeeper issue. It's a validation. It's an authenticity.
But on top of that, we're giving the power to the people of the blue for just $5 shipping and handling on the blue chew.
Yeah, you're right. That blue would be worth $80 a month if you were
exactly.
If you were having a hard time getting it up.
I'm not exactly getting boned out over this at all.
No.
I just want to know. So there's really 600,000 people that like this.
Um, apparently,
I mean,
listen, any Jim Jones put how many people to death down in Jonestown. Troglodytes will follow anything, but it's just ill-conceived. The money grab there's a lot of ways you can make money with socials. Doesn't have to be the one authentication system that the goddamn platform had. It's bad enough it's going to be a haven for misinformation again. Free speech, by the way, is not misinformation. Or I should say
no,
misinformation is not free speech.
no.
Okay. People give the example all the time, screaming fire in the theater. Right. If it's doing damage, it's not free speech, and it's also not protected. So all the yahoos who think that this is a grab at free speech, it's patently ridiculous to say that. Freedom's been. I love when I pass these guys with their Under Armour Freedom shirts. I always fantasize for a moment of going up and offering my hand and saying, "Freedom, brother, yes, freedom to marry who you want, freedom to love who you want, freedom for a woman to care for her body." Just to see the reaction. They go, it's not the freedom I'm talking about. Freedom. Look it up.
Yeah.
Check the definition. Well, in the financing, if you read any of the articles about the financing of the $44 billion Twitter deal with Elon Musk, I see the Saudi prince
1.89, I think he's got involved.
kicking in some
in a
money.
little bit
Always
there.
good to get entangled with the Saudis further.
Especially when they're fucking us on the oil.
Right. Yeah. The oil. Record profits, though, Kev. Did you check that out?
You know what? Let's just not go down that rabbit hole because we have no idea what we're talking about
No.
when it comes to petroleum.
Mm-mm. And profit, that whole subtracting expenses from
Yeah.
revenue, leaving profit.
Record profits that I mean, it's I don't know.
Listen,
But it's it's Biden's fault.
enough of losing our freedom completely in this country.